Awesome. Well, hi everyone. Welcome to the Hope Gala 2022 already. These past few years have been quite a blur. The first thing I want to start with, I loved how they were in competition and then they said, no, let's do this together. This is what I want for tonight. We're going to be in competition, whoever Venmos the most to Hope Multiply, but remember that we're all in this together. And that brings me to the theme of tonight, We Rise Together. This is such an amazing organization, so I'm so excited to be here as your MC. Again, my name is Kristen. I am a reporter for ABC7 here in Washington. I also, Hope has a special place in my heart. I help with the mentorship program and have been since 2019. But I feel gypped because right when I got here, the world shut down, so I never actually have gotten to attend a gala, so this is really exciting to be here tonight. Why we're all here today, of course you all know, but I want to touch on it a little bit because it's very special. We're celebrating all of the work that Hope has done in the community this past year. We're looking to the future, which I know we're all very excited for because this is actually a sense of normalcy that we're all here being able to have fun together and eat together and not wear masks and be vaccinated, and it's just an exciting time. But really, these next years, we want to reach higher. And again, that brings me to the theme one more time, We Rise Together. It's been a tough 2 years for everyone, but if we've learned anything, it's that if we lift each other up in tough times, anything is possible. I do want to ask though, because throughout the pandemic, I know some people have learned some pretty interesting hobbies. As a reporter, I've done a lot of stories on things that people have done throughout the pandemic. Some people took up baking, a lot of people fostered pets, and then unfortunately we're like, all right, this is too much work, we're done. I want you to yell out, what's the weirdest hobby that you guys have come across throughout the pandemic? Because I'm sure you know someone who's done something. Anyone knit a ton of stuff? Anyone do it for good? There's gotta be something. I see a hand over there. Dia.
Cross stitch.
Cross stitch, I love it. You gained weight. I gained weight as well, yeah. Yeah.
Paint by numbers.
Paint by numbers, awesome. I downloaded TikTok. I can't dance like the Pepper performers, but I definitely learned to watch a lot of TikToks, which I'm kind of ashamed of. But no, we've all done a lot, and throughout the night I'm really excited because we have some people in this room that have done some pretty phenomenal things with their time in the pandemic, and you'll get to meet them later on. And Hope has also continued on. Hope never stopped, not even for a second throughout the pandemic, and when the world shut down, Hope really stepped it up. So I'm excited to just talk to you more about that throughout the night. You guys know what Hope is, but what makes this organization different that I've really noticed since working with Hope is that it's not an organization with a cookie-cutter mission that says, here's a problem, and this is how we fix it. Hope goes out into the community, it sees what needs to be done, and then it creates a program for that, to fill that need. And I think that's really special. I think a lot of organizations, I've seen a lot of their work, and any organization that does good is fantastic. But a lot of times they don't stray, they don't move outside of the box. And Hope is constantly looking, how do we move outside of the box in order to help the community in the absolute best way. Tonight may get emotional. There may be, there's going to be a lot you hear from. So I want to start it off just with some lightheartedness. I know I was talking with you. I'm getting married in 3 weeks. Stage husband, comes with a job. But I would love some advice. I know there's a lot of married people in the room. I'm actually a bit sentimental tonight. This is my last weekend in DC until I move away to Pittsburgh with we will be married, so my husband. But best marriage advice, please. Father Anthony, you've been married for quite a while. To Marianne, what do you got for me? Find someone like Marianne. She's the best. You really can't go wrong. What about on this side of the room? Marriage advice, anything helps? Gotta be something.
Don't go to bed angry.
Don't go to bed angry. I love it. Okay, taking notes. Angry. Yeah, got it. 2 bathrooms and 2 TVs. We recently just went, we're moving to Pittsburgh. We went to find a place to live, and every place we looked at, when it had 2 sinks, I was like, yes, yes, please. No, that's awesome. I'm really excited. Okay, so on your tables, if you'll notice, there's some magnets. You might be like, what is that? But they're actually really cool. These are gifts that you can bring home. They were created by students with the Hope Mentor program. So the design on them is something that a student that we actively work with, they created, and then we turned it into magnets. So you can put it on your fridge, do what you would like with it, but hopefully it serves as a great reminder of tonight and all the good that Hope does and we continue, hopefully, to do. Also, throughout the night, there will be a lot of speaking, but there will also be some downtime. And I really encourage you, if I can bring your attention to the center of the room, there's a table right there that has different food. It has Cheetos. You're hungry, have the munchies, want something, sure, you can grab it, but that is actually our Healthy Start program. We give out these big blue bags that say Hope Multiplied, and inside, what you see on that table is everything that goes inside of those bags, and those go out to the students. So that's a good example of one of our programs and what students get. And then outside, if you have to use the restroom, I hope you guys all found it, it's right to the left, but there's also posters surrounding the area. And on each of those, there's information about the different programs that we have at Hope. So I really encourage you to go out there and read a bit about the impact that every program has. And as I mentioned earlier, how Hope really finds a need and then they figure out, okay, how do we do this? It's ever evolving. You'll notice that there are programs that might not match each other, but it's because within the DC area, Virginia area, the DMV area, these are needs that Hope found and that they're now meeting. Of course, tonight we're all here to raise funds for Hope so that we can all continue our mission and help more and more kids. Later tonight, I will be asking you to consider donating your best gift to Hope Multiplied. We are excited to share that there's new and improved ways on how you can donate. That's a huge thanks to the pandemic because I'm sure we all know how to use QR codes by this point. Anytime you go to a restaurant, that's how you're going to get your menu. But now there are QR codes on your tables, and that is going to link you to be able to make a donation. You'll find them actually in your programs. So on the middle of the table you see programs, just open those up. There's a QR code, and it's on page 2. So you'll be able to just open up your phone to the camera setting, and then you'll be able to scan that. If you can't do that, we also take Venmo. It's going to be Hope Multiplied. You can search on Venmo. And if you feel more comfortable donating through a donation in an envelope, there are envelopes also in the center of the tables you're more than welcome to use. We really do need all of you to make this possible. Whenever you feel moved tonight, I encourage you to pull out your phone and make that donation. If you're using Venmo, you can even write a little note about, what you love about Hope. But throughout the night, I really encourage you to think about something that you found that's going to come home with you, that's going to really stick with you about Hope Multiplied, and know that your donation will help that continue and help carry forward. So now you see there's salads on your plates. I hope you enjoy. Food will be coming out in a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy your food.